I've been in conversations about the origin of life, and I've heard statements to the effect that life either arose naturally on Earth through an outworking of evolutionary processes, or it was transported here to Earth by intelligent beings. It doesn't quite feel right to me. Ken, is this a valid statement, and if not, why?
I think it's a pretty good example of what we call suppressed evidence. I mean, look at both of those views. Either life began naturalistically here on Earth, or it was transported from outer space. There are a lot of issues that would have to go with that. And so I think there's kind of a selective acceptance of certain evidence and then pushing down or suppressing other evidence.
Okay, so Mark, when we're confronted with an example of a suppressed evidence fallacy, how do we respond? And then how do we avoid committing that fallacy ourselves when we're engaged in a conversation?
Well, to avoid committing it in the first place is to make sure that you present your evidence completely, so that you're not hiding anything and that it's clear to the person that you're talking with or to their audience that you're talking with that everything that has to get said or that's relevant is actually being presented in the context in which it should be. Now, if you're on the receiving end of that, sometimes it's difficult to know because you have to know a little bit about the subject matter. But one of the questions that anybody could ask, even to an expert who in a field that they're not familiar with, would be something like this, and it would be, what would it take for you to change your position? What evidence would you like to see that would challenge your position? Or what do your opponents say in opposition to your position, and what evidence are they using? And that brings out evidence that could be suppressed, because I can't think of any position where there aren't opponents, and certainly they have some evidence. And so what it does, it teases out evidence that you wouldn't otherwise get. So that helps you avoid suppressing evidence or allowing somebody else to suppress it.